why, like, we can't be sisters because we argue. I'm sick of it, man. I'm trying too hard.
You are. You trying for the bitches. I see.
We've been acting like this for, what, 6 years?
6 years.
Now, it ain't always right. I'll be the first one to say,
Let
I'm on
that
the
pass.
If you could forgive her for the lies she told on you and the fights
I told him.
Yes, you did. You know you did. Come on now. We're not gonna have this conversation. But for you to forgive her, we should all be able to
bringing up the
forgive.
past.
We all gonna be able to forgive.
Music Man like we can't be sisters, 'cause we argue. I'm sick of it, man. I'm trying too hard. You are you trying for the IIC? We've been acting like this for, what, 6 years? It ain't always right. I'll be the first one to say, and I'm on if you could forgive her for the LI she told on you. And the fights told her, yes, you did. You know you did. Come on now. We never had a conversation. But for you to forgive her, we should all be. We all going to be able to forgive. Dar Heavenly has been the queen of dragging other people's marriages while constantly reminding us as how perfect hers is. But here's the thing, that perfect marriage narrative is starting to crack. Mariah, who just dropped some shocking claims about Dr. Amun. And let's just say, it's got everyone raising their eyebrows. What's worse, these aren't just baseless talks. Mariah seems very confident in what she's saying, and why all know she's got receipts. Now get ready, because we're getting into the mess that has made everyone talk. Why is everything against me? Tell her, did you lie? I don't, but this is what I'm not going to my husband. You reese on my husband. That's a lie, not a lie. It's not a lie just because your husband cheated. Don't be you ain't got no they say. The louder you brag, the bigger the secrets you hide. And Dar Heavenly's been bragging a little too much for years. She's painted this picture of her family as untouchable, flawless, and downright perfect. Anytime you hear her talk about her husband, Dr. Damon, it's always a saint this, and our marriage is goals that. But if you've been paying attention, the cracks in that perfect facade to been there for a while. Dar Heavenly has built her persona on Married to Medicine as the truth teller, the one who keeps it real. But keeping it real often means dragging the other cast members' marriages through the mud, whether it's questioning Toya's finances or accusing Dr. Contessa's husband of being emotionally checked out. Heavenly has made it her mission to call out everyone else. And let's not forget, she doesn't just hint at things, she takes it all the way, often with no regard for how hurtful her words might be. What's wild, though, is how protective she is of her own family. Whenever someone even mentions Damon, she's quick to shut it down, pivot the conversation, or lash out. That level of defensiveness has always felt suspicious. And then Mariah stepped in with a bombshell that had everyone clutching their pearls. Now Mariah and Heavenly's feud is nothing new. But this time Mariah hit where it hurt. She claimed to know Dr. Damon's type. And why, by all, it's not what you would expect. According to Mariah, Damon has a thing for younger women, and specifically white women. Let's just take a second to unpack that this wasn't some offhanded comment. Mariah was confident when she said it, like she had been sitting on this tea for a while, just waiting for the right moment to spill it. She didn't backtrack or soften the blow. In fact, she doubled down, even bringing up past instances where Damon's behavior raised eyebrows. What's interesting is how specific she was. Mariah didn't just say, I think Damon's cheating. No, she made it personal, saying she knows what kind of woman he's into. And let's be honest, when someone makes a claim that is specific, it hits differently. It's not just a rumor, it feels rooted in something real. But wait, if there's nothing to these rumors, why is Dar Heavenly so defensive? You would think if the accusations were baseless, she would laugh them off, right? Instead, her reaction has been very chilling. Zhao will receive that. Mothers believe it I come with, and mother invoices. You are lying dirty. I don't even do liars like that. Over the years, Dar Heavenly has made some eyebrow-raising comments about cheating. Well, in one instance, she said that if Damon ever cheated, she would stick by him. Think about that for a second. Why would someone even bring that up, unless it's already crossed their mind? And let's not forget her frying pan story. Heavenly herself admitted to hitting Damon with a pan early in their marriage because he came home later than she thought he should. Now, at the time, she framed it as a joke, a way to show him she's crazy and set boundaries. But let's connect the dots here. This wasn't just about being late, it was about control and fear of losing her man. When you add all this together, the perfect facade the definedness and those hypothetical cheating scenarios, it starts to look like Heavenly's been bracing herself for this kind of fallout for years, and Mariah's accusation, it might just be the tipping point that forces her to confront it all now, going back to this wild story she told. Might give us a clue about what's really going on in her early years of marriage to Dr. Damon. Heavenly admitted to hitting him with a frying pan. Now on the surface, she brushed it off as a joke, laughing about how it was her way of letting him know she's crazy. But let's be real for a second, hitting your husband with a frying pan isn't just a quirky relationship quirk. It's extreme. So what could have possibly provoked such a reaction? Some people think that it wasn't just about Damon being late, as she claimed. It might have been tied to a deeper fear or insecurity. Was it jealousy, a boundary being crossed, or something that triggered Heavenly's need to show some control early in their relationship? Whatever the reason, this moment reveals a lot about the dynamics of their marriage. Heavenly has always been the dominant one, while Damon plays the good guy. But could that dynamic be masking other issues? And more importantly, has that pattern carried over into their present-day relationship? And then there's the spaghetti story, where Heavenly hinted at some questionable practices. If you followed her antics, you probably remember the time she joked about putting a little something in her spaghetti to keep her man loyal. At the time, she laughed it off as just a playful comment, but fans didn't ignore her comments. Theories started popping up, and some were downright bizarre. Many people pointed to long-standing superstitions and urban legends about using food as a tool for manipulation. And while most people dismissed it as Heavenly's over-the-top humor, the fact that she even went there has left fans scratching their heads. Was it really just a joke, or was she dropping hints about how far she's willing to go to maintain control over her marriage? What makes it even more suspicious is how often Heavenly circles back to jokes like these. Whether she's serious or not, it paints a picture of someone who's hyper-aware of the power dynamics in her relationship, and maybe even a little paranoid about losing that control. What's wild is Mariah could have exposed this mess a long time ago, but she held back until now. Mariah's always been a strategic player, and in her feud with Heavenly, she's had plenty of chances to go for the jugular. But according to her, she stayed quiet out of respect for Damon and his reputation. Mariah has claimed that she chose not to expose Damon for the sake of their marriage, suggesting she was trying to spare Heavenly from public embarrassment. But let's not forget the shade Mariah has thrown over the years. Subtle digs like helping Heavenly lose weight to get her ready for marriage to medicine weren't just petty, they were calculated. The restraint Mariah has shown makes her recent bombshell even more shocking. It's like she's been sitting on this tea for years, waiting for the perfect moment to drop it. And now that she's finally unleashed it, the fallout is explosive. It begs the question, why now? Is it just another chapter in their ongoing feud, or has Mariah finally had enough of Heavenly's high and mighty persona? Whatever the case, one thing's for sure, Mariah is holding nothing back this time, and the drama is only getting juicier. This is how I found out he didn't initially tell me first. You didn't? I learned about it on freaking social. The girl said she had receipts. She was going to send it to the shade room, and I came to you, and I told you. I'm telling you, that's how I found out. Was this was very much so recent. And so it wasn't very much so recent. It's been about a year ago. It was very recent. That's very recent. That's recent. So instead of my husband taking possibly a courteous approach and taking ownership for what he had done, he blamed it on me and came home and said, "So you going to help me or so?" Dr. Damon isn't just hanging with frat brothers. One of the most talked about moments recently was the frat brother alibi incident. Fans questioned why Damon was unreachable during a particular night out, with Heavenly suggesting he was at a frat party. However, with insider accounts, it seems that the alibi didn't hold up for everyone. What's even more alarming are the whispers about Damon's involvement with younger women and mixed-race children. While these accusations are unverified, they've made their way into sensation across social media and within the cast. The fact that these rumors persist despite Heavenly's repeated denials raises eyebrows and fuels suspicions among fans. A person commented saying Mariah has no reason to lie about this. Heavenly's always coming for other marriages, but she can't handle the truth about hers. Another one added, if Dr. Damon is innocent, why is Heavenly so defensive? The frat brother excuse doesn't add up, and Mariah seems too confident to be making stuff up for someone who loves airing out other people's business. Why is Dr. Heavenly so secretive about her own family when it comes to her husband and their relationship? Heavenly is very protective. She's been known to go to great lengths to keep her marriage narrative intact, often brushing off uncomfortable questions or accusations with swift denial and deflection. Contrast this with her willingness to expose castmates without hesitation, whether it's dishing dirt on other couples or calling out their flaws. Heavenly